Hi everybody and welcome to our latest edition of Travel Chaps Supplier on the Sofa. I'm here with amazing Andy from AE Expeditions, so welcome to the office.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
Pleasure. So AE Expeditions, so we are super lucky to have them here today to talk about expedition cruising. So for everyone watching, what's expedition cruising? It sounds very exciting.
It is. So expedition cruising, I always like to say, is a massive mystery. We head out to the most remote places in the world. We go with no itinerary, no expectations. We are going to get intentionally lost for 7-10 days.
Yeah.
Go and look at the amazing wildlife. Particularly, we're focused on the polar regions, so Antarctica and the Arctic.
Yeah.
So for me, I always like to say we're a safari on ice, and
Yeah.
we're going to go and check out the icebergs, the ice floes,
that.
penguins, polar bears, whales.
Amazing. So how long have you been going as AE Expeditions? It's quite a while you've been going, haven't you?
It is. So obviously expeditions is this big buzzword at the moment. Everyone's talking about it, this new trend, but we've been operating for 33 years now.
Wow, amazing. And you've got several ships?
We currently have 2 in our fleet. So we have the Greg Mortimer, named after our founder, and the Sylvia Earle, named after the American oceanographer. In December 2025, we're going to have our 3rd ship launching, which is the Douglas Mawson, named after the Australian, but born in the UK. So I'm claiming it as British ship. Douglas Mawson, the Expeditioner. So 3rd to join our ship.
Amazing. So when are you guys on sale to at the moment? When can customers book up to?
We are currently on sale for Antarctica 25-26, so we can head out to March 2026. We're also on sale for the Arctic season 2025, and in September we will be available all the way through till September 2026.
Brilliant. And you were talking to me earlier about clientele on board, so mainly Australian, American and sort of UK demographic is sort of mainly the customers. What's the sort of age demographic for customers? Who's the sort of the average person that comes on an AE expedition?
The demographic of clients is changing quite a lot. So historically, we've always been more 50 to 75 is our main age range, but it is starting to change. We're getting a lot more 30, 40 somethings who are joining on board. So those big honeymoons, people who are not wanting to do maybe like 2 weeks on the beach. A great mix, I would say. Clients from any age from about 30 to 80 is a big mix, but still the core is around that 50, 65 is mainly the core on board.
Yeah, it's because you've got to be reasonably active to do an expedition cruise, because as long as as long as you've got a stick and get on and off the Zodiacs and get on and off the boat, you're pretty safe really on there, aren't you?
It is. I always like to say we're about the spirit of adventure. So it doesn't matter whether you're someone who's a super keen hiker who can go up mountains, or like you were mentioning, if you've got a walking stick, as long as you can be able to get off the side of a Zodiac and walk up the beach with your walking stick, then you're perfect for traveling with us.
Brilliant. So what would you say maybe is your top 1 or top 2 destinations or top cruises? Give us a little bit of an information on those. I know there's so many.
There is. I mean, I can't go past Antarctica. Antarctica, end of the earth, continent number 7, that big bucket list option that we have to really promote and talk about. It's stunning. There is nowhere on earth like it. Really traveling to the edge of the world. The stunning wildlife such as the penguins, the whales, and that untouched beauty that is going on, which is fantastic. For our Antarctica sailings, they go between 9 and 25 days, depending on if you'd want to include something like South Georgia and the Falkland Islands. But about 10 to 11 days is our usual length, which gives you a great time in the Antarctic Peninsula to go and see the best of what it's about. In the Northern Hemisphere, into the Arctic, places like Svalbard are super popular, but for me, my heart is always going to be with Greenland. The most stunning place I've ever been to, breathtaking scenery, huge fjords, stunning landscapes, again, great marine life as well. And with Greenland, it's so desolate and so undiscovered that you can go hiking in a place and know that you will be the only human who's ever put your foot down on that piece of land before, which is amazing.
Love that. And what I really liked about when you were discussing things earlier off camera was that all the different things you can do on board. So you've got the science side, you've got the geology side, you've got obviously the wildlife side, and obviously all the activities in the water. So was it jumping off the ship?
The polar plunge.
The polar plunge, that sounds really exciting. So I don't know whether I do that, but I think it's something you'd have to do when you go there.
You do, and if you come on board, you are going to do it because I've done it. So if I can do it, you can do it. So polar plunge, that is very optional, you don't have to do it, but we've got things like kayaking, snorkeling options as well for you. But an average day you'd head out on the Zodiacs and go out and see some beautiful scenery with our amazing expedition team, so they'll teach you about the location, the history, the geology, the ice flows and weather. You'll do that once, then you'll also go on landing, so maybe do like a little hike, learn about the nature, the botany and stuff as well, and just enjoy the beautiful scenery. But for those clients who are a little bit high octane, you can do the activities like the snorkeling, scuba diving.
Yeah.
And we also have things like our citizen science program. So if clients want to maybe learn about whales, they can participate in whale programs where we help local global NGOs give research as well.
Love that, love that. So we talked about quite a bit what you do off ship, but regarding the ship itself, so very much 5-star luxury cruising, very simple, very casual. You mentioned things like dining. So how does sort of food and drink work on board, and what sort of will the client's experience sort of for eating and drinking point of view? Because food is very important to a lot of people.
Always, it's for me as well. We're very much, I always like to say we're casual luxury. We're an Australian company. We're very entry level 5-star, chilled, t-shirt and jeans, no airs and graces. Everyone's first name basis, so super relaxed and casual atmosphere.
Yeah.
But the service that you would expect from a 5-star sailing as well. So on board, amazing food. So you have a main dining restaurant as well as a specialty restaurant.
Yeah.
So one of the ships has an Italian, the other has a steak restaurant,
Yeah.
fully included in your costing.
Yeah.
And if you want to have the steak restaurant every night, you're more than welcome to go to the steak restaurant every night.
Talking from experience there.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Love that. And then regards to like cabins, so various different cabin types on board. You can take children over 8 if you wanted to take the kids with you. So you can do solo options as well with cabins.
Correct. Yeah. So solar options are available. You can come and stay with the family. We're really popular for multi-generational families. So if you're looking at grandparents, parents, and kids, teenagers age is perfect. In terms of our cabins, we do have a variety on board. Our entry-level cabins are portholes, so there's no interior cabins.
Yeah.
But about 85% of our cabins are our balcony staterooms.
Yeah.
So they're all great spaces, lovely balconies to be able to watch the stunning scenery, beautiful home away from home. And then for those who want a nice treat, we've got amazing suites as well.
Amazing, thank you so much. It's been really, really useful. What I've really loved about meeting you today is finding out how many different people expedition cruising is suitable for. So we've got many customers and many people watching thinking, do you know what, I love animals, I've possibly done a safari, what next?
Definitely.
I've maybe done a cruise, maybe not done something like expedition, but also the places that expedition can take customers, it's really the only way to go, isn't it?
Definitely. It's a true adventure, and I think for clients who have travelled the world, they've been there, seen that, done that, this is something that will take them to a new level.
Amazing. Well, hopefully you found this really useful. And if you want to get lost with us, Travel Chaps and A Expeditions, please do give us a call. We can package it all together for you with your flights, do pre and post stays. Literally, the world is your oyster. You've got some cracking itineraries. Thank you so much, Andy. It's been really, really enjoyable. If you've got any questions, do pop them into the comments and get in contact. We'd love to hear from you again. Thanks so much, everybody.